Okot, please mute. Good evening, class. Good evening. Mr. Okot, kindly mute. Aruara, okay, sorry for that, guys. Let me take this chance to welcome you, all of you, for the session. And I want you to go to the LMS and sign in for your attendance. Remember, your attendance is very, very important throughout your course. So make sure you tick your attendance. So I'm Shamim Mutinda and I will be taking you through parasitology. And last week I did introduce the lesson where we saw parasitology is the study of animal parasites that infect human beings. So these parasites, we have the protozoans and the helminths. But today we'll be dealing with protozoology. So welcome for the session. Are we together? Okay. At the end of the session, the trainee should be able to define the term protozoology and protozoa. Second, should be able to classify protozoan parasites of medical importance. And lastly, describe the morphology of protozoans parasites. So let's go to our first objective. So what is protozoology, class? Let me have volunteers from our biology from high school. What is protozoology? Somebody? Somebody? Yes, Edward? Very good. It's the study of protozoan, and in this case, they are the protozoans of medical importance. Then what is protozoa? From your biology in high school, what did we see protozoa was? Anybody from the class? Hello? Okay, a protozoa is one-celled animals found worldwide in most habitats. And most of the species are free-living, and all higher animals are infected with one or more species of protozoa. These infections range from asymptomatic to life-threatening depending on the species and the strain of the parasite, and also the resistance of the host. What do I mean by the word asymptomatic? Asymptomatic is whereby the organism will be infected but will not show any symptoms of infection. On the contrary, we have symptomatic, where you will show symptoms of infection, and these ones will be causing the life-threatening disease. So we go to the second objective, that is the classification of protozoan. And protozoans are classified in the kingdom Protista. And then the protozoa is the phylum. And we have several subphylums, that is Sarcomastigophora, but some others will call them rhizopods. And then we have the Apicomplexa, also known as the sporozoa, and the Cereopora, also known as the ciliates. So from the Sarcomastigophora, we have some superclasses, that is the Sarcodina and the Mastigophora. And the Sarcodina have the amoebas, while as the Mastigophora have the flagellates, the likes of trypanosomes. We have the Apicomplexa, or where we have the Superhoda, or the Haemosporina of the family Plasmodium, and several others. So we have the subphylum Ciliates, and these are the Baldidium coli. So the protozoans also have been classified in their mode of locomotion, that is the way they move. We have the rhizopodas, these are the amoebas which will move by the pseudopodia, which is the 4 feet. And a good example of the human pathogens here is the Endomoeba histolytica. The Mastigophora, these are the flagellates. By their name, they will move by the use of flagella. And good example in this category, we have the trypanosomes, Leishmania, Trichomonas, and the Giardia. We have the sporozoas, and this one, their locomotion is very limited. They exhibit a slide amoeboid movement. And a good example here is the Plasmodium species. Lastly, we have the ciliates, and these will move by the cilias. And as I said, a good example here is the Baladidium coli. So let's move on with our last objective, which is the morphology of the protozoan. So protozoa are predominantly microscopic. They will range from 2 to 100 micrometers. And morphologically, they are within a mass of protoplasm with a true membrane, which will have the nucleus and the cytoplasm. The nucleus will contain dispensed chromatin and accentronucleolus or karyosomes. These structures are useful to distinguish the several protozoan species based on the shape and size. These are some of the examples of the protozoas we have in our environments. I believe you have heard of the Endomoeba histolytica, the Giardia, the Trichomonas, very, very notorious, the Plasmodium, the Toxoplasma, the Baldidium, the Giardia. All these are examples of the protozoans we have in our environment, and they are of medical importance. So in summary, class, what have we said? What is a protozoa, please? Let's have somebody telling us what is a protozoa. Hello? Yes? Very good. And then we have classes of protozoas. Let me have somebody naming them, some of them. What have we said? How many classes do we have? Hello, somebody? Name one of the series. Very good. Somebody else? I have several students, not Maureen Aron. Very good. Somebody else? We have the sporozoas and the ciliates. So what are some of the locomotive structures we have discussed in our class today? Class? Hello? Yes, the flagellates. Another one? The locomotive features. Hello? We said we have the pseudopodia, the cilia, the flagella, and the amoeboid movement. Isn't it? Hello? So let's continue with our session. So, and with that, we come to the end of the session, and I'm giving an assignment. And the assignment is list down the general characteristics of protozoa. List down the general characteristics of protozoa. And then part B, illustrate the routes through which protozoan parasites will infect a human host. 15 marks. This assignment will be typed in a Word document, and make sure you submit through the LMS. The LMS is open. Within 1 week, you should submit your assignment. With that, I come to the end of the session unless there are any questions in relation to the session. Any questions? Any questions? Thank you for finding time and attending the session.